From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar? Spell it.
JOHNNYDOLLAR.
That's not right. You forgot to capitalize.
Hey, you're right, honey. Let me hear you spell your name.
Okay. Capital J-I-L-L, Jill. Capital O, apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
I never can say that. Capital D-A-R-E, Dare. Of course, my last name's actually something else. I forget. But my mother says I'm really an O'Dare.
Not the least doubt about it. I could see it in a minute.
I like you, Johnny Dollar.
And I kind of like you, too, Jill O'Dare.
You think my mother's pretty?
I think she's lovely.
Why don't you get married to her so I can have a daddy?
Well, that's, certainly something to think about. And, not a bad idea. Now, be quiet before you wake her up.
I'm already awake, and with a plot like that being hatched, I think I better stay awake. Is there coffee, Johnny?
Tonight and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. From Special Investigator Johnny Dollar, location, a small cabin in the timber outside Branbury, Michigan. To the Home Office, Tri-Mutual Insurance Limited, Hartford, Connecticut. Assignment, the Nick Shern matter. Expense account, final page. Item 15, $1 million for a certain feeling. I realize, of course, that the amount of this item is somewhat unusual. It may be cause for mild criticism by your accounting department, unless the accompanying report includes an adequate and detailed explanation. Therefore, to avoid unnecessary correspondence and delay, I am attaching said explanation herewith. Here's your coffee, Kathy.
Thanks. How long did I sleep, Johnny?
Oh, a couple of hours. It's around 4 in the morning.
The storm hasn't let up at all, has it?
Oh, it's worse, if anything.
Jill, honey, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and your eyes are just about to fall out. Now, you go back there and go to sleep.
Do I have to, Mommy?
You have to. Run along now.
Mr. Johnny Dollar and me were having a lot of fun till you woke up.
Well, that's life, sweetie. Night now.
Good night, Jill.
Good night.
Proud of her?
I'm crazy about her. That's what you mean.
She's a great little girl.
She's the only thing I ever did in my whole life that turned out right.
That bad, huh?
Johnny, it's no good. I know why you're here. I know what you expect from me, and the answer's no.
You're jumping the gun. I haven't asked you anything.
You will. You haven't done all this for nothing. You're going to ask me to come back to New York and testify against Nick Shern.
I might ask you to tell the truth. Is that just another way of wording it?
I didn't see anything, hear anything. I don't know anything about it, and I have nothing to say.
So Nick Shern gets away with another murder.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
And sooner or later, of course, he'll kill you, too. He sent Benny Stark out to do it, and Benny missed. But he's got other boys, or he might even handle the job himself.
Why? By now he ought to know that I'm not going to tell.
But there's always that chance you might change your mind. And Nick's a gambler, but he likes the odds on his side. He doesn't take chances. Whenever he can, he stacks the deck.
I wish I could help you, Johnny. But I don't know anything about it. I left before it happened.
How long have you worked for Nick Shern? Known him?
2 years. I'm not wide-eyed about him, Johnny. I've heard what he's been, what he may even still be, a gangster, hoodlum, racketeer, but that's none of my business. The club was legitimate, and my job there was on the level, and he never got out of line once.
And no doubt he's always been kind to his mother and loves dogs and children.
I wouldn't know, except children. He's crazy about them. He was always buying something for Jill, asking about her.
And he also shot and killed Mel Pryker.
I couldn't say.
I see. Well, you're letting a lot of people down. People here in Branbury that you grew up with, people that love you, your father, Dan Martin.
What have they got to do with it?
You know, it's a great country up here. I'd like to spend more time in it. And it's big country, big and beautiful and dangerous, like that blizzard outside there. It's not the kind of country that turns out cowards.
Cowards.
Your father said something yesterday. That some people belong in cities and some don't. And that you're one of the second kind. He was right. The city's made a coward of you.
You don't understand.
And they know it. Old Mike, Dan, all of them. Of course, they'll never mention it. But you're letting them down, and they know it. And you know it, Kathy.
They don't have a daughter to think of.
It's not her fear we're talking about. It's yours.
All right, I'm scared. I've got reason to be. It's easy for you to talk. You don't know what fear is, what it can do to you.
I don't.
It can push you and drive you and make you do things you hate yourself for.
And it can destroy you.
How would you know? How would any of them know? Who haven't felt it, who haven't been there.
Kathy, you're not alone. We've all been there. It's not the fear that's important. It's the courage you bring up to fight it.
I've tried. I've nearly gotten crazy trying to think it out. But it always comes back to one thing. Jill. She's what counts. Nothing else matters.
And if you love her, teach her to grow up without fear. Sacrifice anything if you have to, even your life, but teach her courage. There's nothing greater you could do for her. It's all right, Kathy. It's all right. It's all right.
I knew what was right, Johnny. I knew all the time.
Sure. Of course you did. All you needed was a little push. Want to tell me about it now?
I was there at the club that night. When it happened, I stayed after closing. I had some presents for Jill, and I wanted to wrap them before I took them home. Nick and Mel Pryker were upstairs in the office.
Nick was there?
Yes. I could hear them arguing. They didn't know I'd stayed, and then...
Go on.
I heard Mel yell out. He said, "No, Nick, no." And then I heard the shots.
Yes?
I didn't even think. I ran up to the office. Mel was lying on the floor, and Nick was standing there with a gun. He told me to get out and to keep quiet if I wanted to keep on living.
That's it, huh?
Yes.
Will you make a statement to the police, testify at the trial?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Will you help me, Johnny? Will you stand by me?
You know I will.
You've got to, because I'm scared. I'll be scared all the way, but I'll do it if you'll help me.
I'll help you, Kathy, all the way. Now, why don't you curl up here and get some sleep? Come on.
Maybe now I can sleep.
It's going to be all right.
Thanks, Johnny, for giving me the push.
Oh, sure, honey.
You know something, Johnny? I'm with Jill. I like you, too.
She went to sleep with her face against my chest. And after a while, little Jill came tiptoeing in and curled up on the other side. And I sat there holding them both, thinking and waiting for the dawn. So that's what I mean about $1 million feeling. True, it wasn't my little girl, or my big girl either. But for the moment at least, well, that item still goes. I'll still tag that feeling at $1 million. And I was sorry when the storm was over and a rescue party came out from town. Because I felt I'd had one moment in a lifetime that I'd never find again.
Good King Wenceslas looked down on the feast of Stephen when the snow lay round about.
The big event of the year in Branbury was the Christmas Eve show in the town hall. There was music and a pageant and singing, and everybody took part in it, from the youngest kid in town to the toughest old grizzled lumberjack from the back hills. Jill was in the children's chorus, and old Mike was to operate the spotlight, so they went on ahead. I took Kathy. And since she wasn't quite ready to face people yet, we made a point of getting there late. I didn't care when we got there, as long as I was with her. We slipped in quietly and took seats at the back of the room. The string group from the high school orchestra was playing, and no one noticed us. Not even old Mike, Kathy's father, who was working the spotlights.
I hope Jill does all right. She hasn't had any time to practice with
Oh,
us.
she'll do all right. We'd been there about 10 minutes when somebody else came in and slid into the one seat between us and the door. I didn't look around until I felt Kathy stiffen beside me.
Oh, no.
It was Nick Shern.
Nobody gets excited now or makes any sudden moves. We just sit here quiet like.
He slid his hand over to feel inside my coat under my arm.
Now packing around, huh? Perfect.
I'd left my gun at Kathy's house. Old Mike had been dubious about it, but with Benny dead, I'd seen no reason to carry it. And after all, it was Christmas Eve.
All right, now we're going to ease out of here now without attracting no attention from anybody.
You're crazy, Nick. You're
Shut
crazy.
up. And just don't forget one thing, Dollar. I'm not holding this gun on you. It's aimed right at the middle of Kathy's back. Let's go.
Johnny.
No choice, Kathy. Come on. The back of the room was dark. Nobody paid any attention. Somebody was always leaving or coming back in.
Come on. I got a car over at the side here.
Johnny?
Watch it, Dollar.
We'll be right back, Mike. Just gonna get some air.
All right, Johnny. But don't go running out before I give you your present.
Huh?
Here. And don't uncork that until you're ready for some serious business.
All right, Thanks, Mike. Thanks a lot.
Don't mention it. Good luck, Johnny.
Yeah, come on, let's get away from here.
Johnny, he's going
Take
to...
it easy, Kathy.
It's for me.
Now what?
Oh, no. Jill, go back.
I want to see Uncle Nick. Just tell me you were coming here to hear me sing, Uncle Nick.
Well, listen.
Pick me up. Please, Uncle Nick. Take your hands out of your pocket and pick me up.
Look, Jill, you run along now. Who's that?
Dan Martin. He's a deputy sheriff, and he's a dead shot. Better do like she says, Nick. Take your hand out of your pocket and pick her up.
Uncle Nick?
All right, reach in my pocket, Johnny, and take my gun.
Later, Kathy and I walked around outside. We could still hear the children's chorus singing inside.
Jill saved our lives tonight.
No, she saved Nick's life.
What do you mean?
That present your father gave me, up there at the spotlights, he could see what was happening, and he thought real fast. That present was a gun.
Then you...
I had Nick covered from the time we stepped off the porch.
I'm glad he didn't move. I'm glad it happened like it did.
Yeah, so am I.
I thought we'd never see those stars up there again.
You kept hold of yourself, Kathy. You showed a lot of courage.
No. But maybe I can learn to show it. I was just thinking, Johnny, looking at the stars up there. There was fear in the world then. 2,000 years ago. And he had courage.
Expense account item 16, $230.40, incidentals in Branbury, and transportation for 2 adults and 1 child, Branbury to New York. Expense account total, $486.20. End of account, end of report. Remarks? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you, from all of us here on the program. And God bless you. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. Written by Les Crutchfield, it is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in this week's cast were Virginia Gregg, Peggy Weber, Don Diamond, Ben Wright, Jack Crucian, Barney Phillips, Sam Edwards, and Ken Christie. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Johnny. Johnny, Les Walters at World Mutual.
Les, how are you?
I'm ready to blow a gasket.
Why, what's the matter?
Trouble. $300,000 worth.
It's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, I'll pick you up at your place in, say, 20 minutes.
All right, but what's it all about, Les? Murder, burglary, arson, embezzlement?
Tell you when I see you.
Well, give me a hint at least, some possible angle to mull over.
All you have to mull over is what your commission may be on 300 G's.
Okay, I don't mind if I do.
Yeah, if you can solve this one. See you.
I'll be there.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator, yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to World Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the deadly crystal matter. By the time I'd shaved, showered, dressed, and poured myself a cup of coffee, Les Walters was pounding on my door. Coming, Les, coming. Well, that's top of the morning to you.
Oh, do you have to sound so all-fired cheerful?
Oh, why not? Come on in, join me a cup of coffee.
No time. Not if you're going to make the next plane to New York.
Oh, I am?
You are.
Why?
I told you. $300,000 the company doesn't want to have to pay out.
For what?
Look, will you quit stalling? Let's go.
Just came back from New York?
Yes. Or rather, Bronxville, one of the suburbs.
Yes, I know the town.
Well, that's where Mrs. Gurnie Weatherwell lives.
And who is she?
An eccentric old character, if ever was. Lives at 1263 Birch Brook Road. You got it?
1263 Birch Brook Road. I got it. Now, tell me, what's happened?
The old caper. Servants' day off, the old lady all alone. With $300,000 worth of jewels.
You mean she kept that kind of stuff around the house?
She kept it on her.
On her?
Yeah. 24 hours a day, even when she went to bed. To remind her of the old days when she didn't have a cent, she says. I told you she's a character.
Boy, she must be.
Yeah, well, the only time she didn't wear it was when she took a bath. So, what happened?
She took a bath.
You may think you're kidding, but that's it. She left the stuff on a dressing table in her bedroom. By the time she got out of the tub, threw on a dressing gown, walked back into the bedroom, the stuff was gone. And absolutely no sign of where and how and by whom.
The police have any idea?
Oh, she won't let them near the place.
Why not?
Look, I told you, Johnny, she's
a character, all right.
Yes, she's a character. She wouldn't even give me any details beyond what I told you. Insisted that you, and you alone, handle the case.
Well, never heard.
Now, here's a list of everything.
Watch it, Les.
It's close. Crazy woman driver.
Quite a doll, though. Almost be a pleasure to be run down.
Yeah, sure. Well, not me. Anyhow, let's see. Here's the list. Now, the most valuable piece is that number one item there, a necklace with a big ruby pendant. You see it there?
Wow. 23 carats.
23. I wouldn't let that out of my sight even when I took a shower.
Yeah. Now, when did it happen, Les?
You shouldn't have asked. 2 weeks ago today.
What?
Yeah.
And she only just now notified you?
Yeah.
And she won't let the police take a hand, huh?
No, I told you, Johnny.
Yes, you told me, Les, but if you ask me, there's something very, very fishy about all this. Expense account item 1, 1045, plane fare to New York. And aboard the plane, in the seat right next to me, yes, the girl who had nearly run us down on the way to the airport. She was late 20s, I'd say, very petite and cute, with jet black hair and warm brown eyes. Vaguely familiar, too, but not exactly sociable.
I told you, Mr. What'd you say your name is?
Dollar. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes.
And yours?
Lynn Peters, if it makes any difference.
Well, of course it does, because Lynn...
Look, I told you, Johnny, it was completely the fault of whoever was driving your car. And that's that. Now, excuse me.
I'll tell you what, Lynn, I'll have him send you a written apology, okay?
It won't be necessary. Forget it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Forget that somebody as pretty as you are might have been hurt because of his...
I said excuse me. I'd like to read, if you don't mind.
Ouch. that was the end of that conversation. Item 2 in New York, $50 deposit on a rental car. An hour later, I pulled up in front of the old mansion at 1263 Birch Brook Road in the beautiful suburb of Bronxville. And Mrs. Gurnie Weatherwell was a character.
Mr. Walters told you rightly, Mr. Dollar. Like today, it was the servant's day off. I was completely alone here. And it was while I was taking my tub that my priceless jewelry was stolen.
And, no sign of anyone having broken in, Mrs. Weatherwell?
None whatsoever.
I see. Now tell me, who else has a key to the house besides the servants?
No one, and it was not they who did it.
Well, can you be sure of that?
Absolutely certain. I won't even permit your questioning them about it.
Any family, then?
And since my husband died, I've lived here entirely alone.
Except for the servants.
It was not they.
You didn't really answer my question about family.
There's someone at the door, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, I know, but before you
may answer it.
What?
I told you no servants today, so you will answer the door. Go on, young man, go on.
All right.
Here, Charlie says...
Lynn.
Here, would you take this belongs to your lady?
Oh, wait a minute, Lynn.
Who's Lynn?
You are. At least that's the name.
What is it? What is it, young man? What's that package you have there? Is that for me?
Yes, it is. Here.
Well, then, please shut that door.
Well, now, just a minute. I think...
If this is what I think it is...
Oh, wait a minute. The girl out there who brought it, would you just stand aside one moment,
Don't
please?
bother, Mr. Dollar. You see? There they are, my jewels.
What?
Yeah, that's right, all of them. I knew Charles wouldn't say...
Oh, wait a minute. Listen to me. That girl...
The only thing I'm interested in is that my jewels are back. There. See, aren't they lovely?
Yes, they're lovely, but if you'll let me by, please, so I can see what happened to her.
Here, while I hold it in place, you may close the catch on this necklace for me. Go on, fix it.
Okay. There you are.
Kill. You may go now.
Thank you, now that she's gone.
I have my jewels back, the case is closed, and I have no further need of you. Goodbye.
The case is closed, hmm?
Yes.
Lady, that's what you think. I told Les I thought there was something fishy about this case. Now I was sure of it. I was also sure there was no point trying to get anywhere with Mrs. Weatherwell. So, there wasn't much to go on, except the girl, Lynn Peters, if that really was her name. And there had been something vaguely familiar about her, but from where? I drove back to New York to 18th Precinct Police Headquarters with my old pal, Lieutenant Randy Singer.
Lynn Peters. No, it doesn't ring a bell with me, Johnny. What have you got on her?
Accessory to a jewelry heist up in Bronxville, I think.
Oh. Well, what does the police think up there?
Randy, they don't even know the stuff was taken.
They don't?
Mm-mm. And now that it's all been returned...
Returned? By whom?
This girl, this Lynn Peters.
But if the stuff is back, why worry about it?
I want to know why it was brought back. And if it was intended to be returned, why it was stolen in the first place. So, the answer is to find the girl.
Well, I wish I could help you, Johnny, but I never even heard of her. So how's about forgetting her and treating me to a nice dinner on that expense account of yours, huh?
Randy, how about a look at your mug book, hmm?
Book? We've got a stack of them this high, Johnny. It'll take you 2 weeks.
Just lead me to them.
But you're not even sure she's from here in New York.
Randy, listen to me. More than any other city in the world, this town puts a kind of stamp on its people. Not just the way they talk, though New Yorkers do have a kind of a dialect all their own, but there's more than that. It's the way they walk, the way they dress, the way a girl uses makeup, the way she reacts when you try to make a pass at her.
Oh, now I get it. Your real reason for wanting to find this dame...
Oh, come on now, stop. The fact remains that if somebody asked me, I'd say right off that she's a New Yorker. So let me see the mug books.
But even if she is a local, she wouldn't be in one of them unless she's been on the blotter. And from what little you seem to know about her, from only the fact she happened to return some stolen goods, and without even a charge against her on this particular job, and with only your suspicion that she might be involved. Okay, Johnny, just follow me.
10 hours and 15 minutes later, it was 4 a.m., and I was still poring over the mug books. Randy was back on duty and shoving a mug of hot coffee at me.
Oh, come on, Johnny, give up, will you?
Nope.
But even if you find her, you've got nothing on her. And from what you've told me...
All right, so I'm stubborn. But until I figure out what this cockeyed caper is all about... Well, don't just stand there, Randy. Give me a hand.
Me? I don't even know what she looks like.
All right. She looks a little like this one, only the eyes are different. And a bit like this one, only she's smaller. Like this one here a little, only darker hair and much cuter.
Cuter. Ha.
Did you run a check on that name, Lynn Peters?
Oh, like a darn fool, right after I locked you in here last night.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Nothing? Hey!
What?
Look, here she is. I knew I'd find her. I knew it, Randy. And look. Her name is Ruth Valichet.
Well, I thought you said her name was Lynn Peters.
Did I say it was her right name?
Okay, so it's Ruth Valichet, the quick dip.
The what? You know her?
Sure, the quick dip we called her. Purse snatcher, pickpocket, years ago.
All right, then.
But not anymore, Johnny. So don't you make any trouble with her. Ruth's clean these days.
She is, huh? Well, we'll see. And the address? Yeah. 2120 West 94th.
Charlie, forget your keys? Oh, Johnny Dollar.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Lynn, or is it really Ruth?
Ruth? Lynn? Aren't you making some mistake?
And I don't say you don't recognize me this time.
I've never seen you before in my life. Who are you? What do you want?
Are you kidding?
I am not. Who is it you wish to see?
My cute little seatmate on the plane down from Hartford yesterday. You.
Me?
And don't try to tell me you're not the one who gave me the name of Lynn Peters, only it's really Ruth Valichet.
I'm sorry, mister. I never heard of either of them. Now, if you'll take your foot out of the door...
Now, just a minute.
What is this? Some kind of a racket? Well, if you don't think I can scream loud enough for that cop in the corner
Will you
to hear
listen to me for a minute?
No.
She'd used that name again. The same one Mrs. Weatherwell had used. Charles. So maybe he was the key to all this. The rest of the day I watched the place, hoping he'd appear. Nothing. Nor the next day. Or the next. Then it hit me. Item 3, $1.20 for a call to Les in Hartford.
Where you been, Johnny? I tried to call you at your apartment half a dozen times.
Just answer my question, Les.
Mrs. Weatherwell's beneficiaries?
Yes.
Only one. Her stepson, son of the man who died, left her a widow.
What's his name?
And incidentally, the insurance is payable immediately on formal notice of her death. $500,000 worth.
All right, Les. What's his name?
Charles Weatherwell.
Do you know where I can find him?
Somewhere in New York, I believe. But don't worry, Johnny.
Yeah?
From what she's told me, 15 minutes after word of her death gets out, he'll be pounding on my door demanding the insurance. She hates him.
Then why leave him the insurance?
Oh, only member of the family still left, that sort of thing.
Look, Les.
And it doesn't look as though he'll have long to wait.
What do you mean?
Well, like I say, I tried to call you. No answer. So I called the Weatherwell place. A doctor answered.
Oh?
Told me that 2 weeks ago she was healthy as all get out. But now she's about ready to kick off.
From what?
Well, the doctor and a couple of other specialists can't figure it out. Some strange kind of anemia, maybe. Only it's come on so darn fast that... Well, they just don't know.
Then maybe Charlie does.
What?
Thanks, Les. Okay now, Lynn.
Now, just a minute. Oh, you again.
That's right.
What do you want around here, mister?
A little information.
You with that ridiculous talk about a plane from Hartford.
Where is he? Charlie Weatherwell.
Charlie?
Right here.
Dollar. Don't shoot him, Charlie. Don't.
Don't worry. But here, you keep the gun on him just in case.
Sure. See, though? Told you he'd be back. Did you fix a hypo for him?
Right here, baby. One shot of this and you'd be out for at least 5 days. Now pull up his sleeve.
Sure. It won't kill him, will it?
No, it won't kill him. I didn't study chemistry for nothing.
All ready, then.
Here now. Intramuscular. So the effect will be slow and will last. There. And by the time he comes out of this, you and I'll have the insurance and the ruby and be on the other side of the Atlantic. Now, let's get out of here.
When you're hit from behind, when you don't know if the punk who did it has a gun, it's smart to play possum. The only thing that worried me was that injection in the muscle of my left arm. The minute they left, I sterilized the blade of my pocket knife with a match, made a deep cross-cut through the needle mark, and squeezed until my fingers were sore. It must have done the trick. Although I felt giddy for a while, I didn't pass out. Item 4, $2 at a nearby saloon for a slug of brandy. Item 5, $20 for some work on the arm by a doctor who stopped asking questions only after I showed him my credentials. Then I drove back to Bronxville.
Yes?
Who are you?
Dr. Harmon Brierly. And you, sir?
Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes, Dollar. I've heard of you. Come in.
How is she, Doctor? She's still alive?
Yes, but in spite of all we're doing for her, she is...
Well, maybe you're doing wrong.
Beg your pardon?
Where is she?
Upstairs. I've called in a couple of specialists for consultation.
Just tell me this. Is she wearing the necklace with the ruby pendant? An almost orange-colored ruby that was stolen temporarily?
Yes, she is, but why?
Then come on. Get out of the country with not only the insurance, but the ruby, Charlie said.
Charlie? Ruby?
Yes, that means he made a substitute for the real one after he stole it from her, before he got the stuff back to her via the girlfriend.
Mr. Dollar, just...
Which way now?
Second door on the right.
All right, come on. A pinkish sort of mark on her chest, where the so-called ruby in that pendant rested, was the only sign. But it was enough to convince the two specialists. They immediately began treatment for one of the most subtle and fiendish poisons known to man. Then, some 36 hours later, after she'd passed the crisis...
Yes, Mr. Dollar, that cantankerous old patient of mine, well,
Patient of ours now, Dr. Brierly.
I stand corrected, Dr. Radford. And that goes for Dr. Wilson, too. Anyhow, she's going to be all right.
Good.
Now that we have a breather, Mr. Dollar, tell us.
Yes?
What in the world ever led you to believe that this sudden, almost violent deterioration of the red corpuscles in her blood was caused by potassium paradichromate?
Doctor, a couple of months ago, in one of our western states, a young student made up some jewelry out of various crystals that he'd put together in the laboratory. It was written up in the press.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And so do I. Not to mention it, but there was quite a furor over the fact that some of the crystals that looked so like jewels were actually deadly poison.
Yes, and that contact with human tissue for any length of time.
Yes. The very symptoms that Mrs. Weatherwell was baffling us with until you...
That's right. So when I heard him say that he had the ruby...
He? The one who did this?
Yes, when he said he had the ruby, and that meant the real one, I figured he must have substituted one of these deadly crystals in the pendant on her necklace.
And you were right.
But wait, you know the name of this man?
I certainly do. Dr. Brierly was right. The cantankerous old biddy's recovery was complete. But I must admit, a little short of miraculous. I went back to my apartment, made a call to Les Walters, got a few hours of badly needed sleep, then the next morning joined Les at his office.
Yes, Johnny, it took a little finagling, but the item appeared in this morning's Hartford Current. Now, the New York paper's got it, too.
Good, Les.
So the word is out that Mrs. Gurnie Dalrymple Weatherwell has died. Tomorrow, of course, there'll be a retraction.
Of course. Well, where is he, Les? I thought you said that 15 minutes after the news got out, we...
Oh, Johnny. He has to have time to get here, so... Oh, I'd say that he ought to appear... Yes, Miss Mandeville?
Mr. Weatherwell is here, Mr. Walters.
Oh? Send him in.
Right on cue, do you suppose?
Mr. Walters, my name is Charles Weatherwell. I'm beneficiary of my stepmother's insurance, and as I understand, it's to be paid to me immediately, and with a...
Yes, Mr. Weatherwell. Meet Johnny Dollar.
Oh, we've met. Hi, Charlie. What's the matter?
How'd you get here? What is this? Some kind of trick?
Oh, and before I forget it, Mr. Weatherwell, there was a call for you a couple of minutes ago.
Call? For me?
Yes. Your stepmother. Want to return it? Here, you can use this phone.
No. No, she's dead.
Oh, you saw that erroneous news report?
No. It's true. It has to be.
Why? Because you poisoned her?
What? No. Of course not.
You mean yes, don't you?
It's a trick. It's a trick.
Charlie.
But you won't get away with it.
Put that gun away.
No. I'll kill you, too.
Not today, Charlie. All right. It's okay. It's all okay, folks. Everything's under control. Just a little argument in here, and Mr. Dollar has settled it quite satisfactorily.
Lynn Peters, née Ruth Valichet, had made the mistake of waiting for Charlie outside in a car. So, she'll have her day in court, too. Oh, and the original ruby, the real one, we found sewed into the lining of Charlie's coat. Expense account total? Well, just for kicks, why don't we call it $100? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, I want all of you to be sure and listen. You may be sorry if you miss it. I call it the case of the tip-off matter. So tune in, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
If you drive a car, remember this. Almost anywhere in the country where you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon on gasoline by using Sinclair Dino. That's because in 3 out of 5 cars, regular price Sinclair Dino matches the performance of expensive premium gasolines, costing up to 4 cents more a gallon. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dino gasoline. Johnny Dollar is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Carl Frank, Olive Deering, Elspeth Eric, Sam Gray, Casey Allen, Dean Carlson, and Rene Santoni. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Technical supervision by Larry Solo. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar.
Well, now that's nice. What can I do for you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, it's quite all right, and it's granted. Granted. And now that's all you have to say.
No, wait a minute. Who are you?
Wait a minute. Well, what for? I'm busy. I'm a busy man.
Alvin Peabody Cartwright.
Who?
You.
That's right. Cartwright.
Well, what are you calling about, Mr. Cartwright?
Calling who?
Me.
Well, who are you?
Johnny Dollar. Listen.
Oh, well, Johnny, what a fortunate coincidence. You're just the man I want to talk to.
Coincidence?
Of course, that you happen to call me this way.
Well, I'm afraid it was the other way around. What's on your mind, Mr. Cartwright?
Johnny, I'm being threatened.
Oops, again?
Yes, sir. And since my life is insured by the Continental Insurance and Trust Company, well, that makes it an insurance matter.
Yeah, well, now look.
And I refuse to let anybody but you look into such matters. So, Johnny, I want you to come over here to Lakewood and see me right away.
Yeah, well, Mr. Cartwright, you're sure this isn't just some...
Yes?
Well, you know, a couple of times in the past, that is, these emergency calls of yours.
You think I'm joking? Well, I'm not. You failed to come here and protect me against this threat, and only 2 things can happen. First, I can be murdered.
And?
And second, I'll cancel all the rest of the insurance I have with that company.
After you've been murdered.
And so you get yourself on over here right away.
Mr. Hello? Well, here we go again. And yet, I wonder.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Insurance and Trust Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the deadly chain matter. Thanks to Alvin Peabody Cartwright, I've been involved now and then in some real wild cases, real crazy. On the other hand, he's an erratic old eccentric, but extremely wealthy. As a result, he's not only been the target of a lot of rackets, but has come very close to being murdered more than once. So, item one on the expense account, $1 for a taxi to the office of Bill Ferguson at Continental Insurance and Trust.
No, Johnny, he hasn't said a word to me. Can you tell you what kind of threat he's received?
No, Bill. As usual, he told me nothing.
Well, it doesn't matter, but with the millions worth of insurance we've written for Cartwright, and I mean millions, and to be sure we don't lose his account to some other company, well, we can afford to pamper him a bit, which is to say we can well afford to pay your expense account, even if all he wants to do is say hello to you.
Okay, then, Bill. I'll run over to his home in Lakewood and see him.
Of course, if he really is being threatened...
Don't worry. I'll let you know about it. Expense account item 2, $5.70 mileage on my car to Lakewood. For my money, it's one of the prettiest little towns in all of New England, home of a lot of wealthy retired people. The Cartwright place, where the old man lives alone, sits on top of a low hill at one side of the lake, with 2 or 3 acres surrounding the fine old house. Hi, Mr. Cartwright.
Johnny Dollar! Oh, well, this is an unexpected pleasure.
Unexpected?
Come in, boy. Come in.
Oh, thanks. Well, sir, how are you this fine July afternoon?
Afternoon? It's almost evening. Can't you see that?
Well, how are you anyway?
Oh, I'm terrible, John. Oh, I'm just terrible. That rainy weather the past couple of days, I've hardly been able to talk.
Well, there's been nothing wrong with today. A lot of nice warm sunshine.
Today I've been feeling fine. Whatever made you think otherwise? Oh, and tell me, whatever brought you here to Lakewood?
A phone call, Mr. Cartwright.
Oh?
Yeah, from you. You said you wanted to see me right away.
I said I wanted to see... Oh, yeah. Oh, of course I did. And you know why?
Why, sir?
Because I refuse to do anything foolish, that's why. And yet if I don't, Johnny, I'll get myself killed. Just like Hector Kenworthy and Alpheus J. Perham.
If you don't what, Mr. Cartwright?
Carry on the chain letter I received.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
That's a fact. Look here. Like this. Yeah, I read. You see what it says? Continue this chain, it says. And you will not only receive a lot of money when your name reaches the top of the list, but in exactly a dozen hours... A dozen hours is exactly 6 days, John. I figured that one out.
Yeah. Well, go on reading.
Yes, now here. In exactly a dozen hours, you will have unexpected great good luck.
Oh.
But if you break the chain in a dozen hours, dire disaster will overtake you.
Oh, now, look. Surely you don't believe that kind of junk.
This very same letter was received by the 2 friends of mine I mentioned, Perriman out in Chicago and Kenworthy out in Los Angeles. They broke the chain. In exactly 6 days, they were both dead.
Coincidence?
Oh, no, sir. This is a vicious, murderous racket.
Well,
I'm sure of it.
Why do you say that, Mr. Carter?
Because of the way they died, Johnny.
Oh?
Yes.
Then maybe you'd better tell me about it.
Johnny, my good friend Kenworthy, out in Los Angeles, died exactly 6 days after he broke the chain of these letters, just the way the letter said he would.
Coincidence, I tell you, Mr. Cartwright, or at most a result of some superstitious fear that the letter instilled in him.
No, sir.
Well, that's what these chain letters do. They hold out that phony, hollow promise of giving you something for nothing. And they scare you into doing it, work on your superstition.
Johnny...
And if you think superstition is dead in this enlightened age, you're wrong. Why, some of these chain letters even include a religious-sounding prayer for good luck.
Let me explain.
And you know the only people who profit by the letters that ask to send money? The people who start them. Or maybe one or two others out of the millions who sent him along. Millions of suckers, that
But,
is.
Johnny, that isn't...
Look, ask anybody you know, anybody who's ever carried on the chain, how much did they get out of it? Nothing.
Well, now, this one is only for an exclusive group of wealthy, retired people. So listen...
Oh, sure, but take my word for it, it's worthless.
But don't you see...
Even if it's one of those that doesn't require sending any money, you can be sure the crook who got it going either has some ulterior purpose or he's just a plain crackpot. Anybody who gets scared into going on with it ought to have his head examined.
Johnny, will you listen to me?
And if they want you to send money... Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Cartwright. Go ahead. Just how did your friend in Los Angeles die after the dozen times a dozen hours had passed?
Yes, well, now, the same as my other friend, Alpheus Perryman in Chicago.
Yeah, well?
They were both of them run over by a hit-and-run driver at exactly the time the chain letter said disaster would overtake them.
You know they're against the law, don't you? Chain letters for any purpose.
Of course they are, and they should be. But you just listen to this, and this is why I'm worried.
Yeah?
A dozen hours after he received this letter and carried on the chain, Admiral Parley Barron came into a great fortune.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you see. Now, and this one, Adjutant General Frederick Melchior was suddenly and miraculously cured of cancer.
Same old junk.
No, listen now, listen. But a dozen hours after Hector Kenworthy of Los Angeles broke the chain, that's my friend, Johnny, that Hector.
Yes, I know.
And after A.J. Perryman of Chicago broke the chain, they were both dead. Yeah, you see that? Right here.
Let me see. And if you break the chain, beware. The same thing can happen to you. It will happen to you.
Yeah, I know. You see, Johnny?
Well, I think maybe you're right. This is the same kind of scare stuff, but it goes a little bit too far.
Yeah, it isn't the $100 I'm supposed to send.
$100?
Yes, $100 in cash to the name at the top of the list.
Exclusive list of honest, wealthy, retired people.
Exactly. And do you know who else has received one? Here in Lakewood?
Who?
Mrs. Templeman, the rich widow who lives over at Piney Woods, and Wilfred W. Winterbottom, the retired oil millionaire.
This name at the top, the one who gets the $100, Mr. Daniel Stringer.
Yes, here's the address, care of Post Office Box 101, New York, Zone 84, New York.
I don't know what part of New York that postal zone is, but believe me, I'm going to find out.
You are? What do you mean you're not going to leave me?
I'm not just going to sit here.
But don't you see, the dozen times a dozen hours are over for me.
And you're superstitious, too? Enough to be scared by the threat in this chain letter? Enough to maybe hurt yourself by doing some fool thing or other because you are scared?
Oh, well, no, John, no, why, of course not.
All right, then. I'm going to get you a bodyguard from the local police. Where's your phone?
They're on the stand in the corner. But now, Johnny...
Yeah?
If the police come around, wouldn't that warn anybody who might be coming here to harm me?
Mr. Cartwright.
Yes, Johnny?
There are times when I think you're... Well, I think a lot of things about you.
Oh, sure, I know, yes. Wild and crazy, eccentric old man.
To be very blunt about it, yes.
Yeah, maybe I am. A little bit.
But when the chips are down, you're no fool.
Oh, no, I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I've never really given much thought to this chain letter thing before. Sure, I've tossed some of them into the wastebasket. But maybe I should have investigated them, even the little ones, because they all work on the same principle. They all contain a threat, and they all capitalize on fear. Look at that. It says... Exclusive list of honest, wealthy, retired people.
Yes.
Why, a list like that can be bought from 100 sources, from companies that cater to the mail order business.
Yes, of course.
Oh, maybe I'm all wrong, but suppose somebody bought a list of wealthy people all over the country. Suppose he went to Los Angeles.
Yeah, well, where Kenworthy lived.
All right, yeah. Suppose he rented a post office box. Then he sent out a couple of hundred of these letters, maybe 1,000. A lot of rich people live out there. The letters were all the same, with his name at the top of the list. Then half a dozen fictitious ones.
Fictitious?
Yeah. Any names on that list that you recognize?
Let me see here. No.
All right. So maybe only 100 people were scared into sending the money, carrying on the chain. After all, like you said, it isn't $100.
You're right, Johnny. And 100 people at $100 apiece.
$10,000. Even half of that would make it worth sending out those letters. By the time the 6 days are up, he's collected enough, so he skips town.
And people like Kenworthy and Perryman, you think he killed them to carry out the warning?
Well, frankly, I doubt it. Just the same, I think I'll call the Lakewood police and have somebody sent out here to look after you.
Even though... What is it, Johnny?
Maybe I was wrong, Mr. Cartwright. Your phone wire has been cut.
Johnny, the phone. The telephone isn't working.
Ask me, Mr. Cartwright. Somebody's cut the wires.
Then the threat in that letter. It means that somebody's come here to carry it out.
Only one way to make sure. You stay inside here while I go out and take a look around.
Maybe that's what they want you to do, go out there in the dark, huh? Johnny, I'm going with you.
No, you're staying right here. I'll be back in a minute.
But there may be some danger.
Or it may be that your phone is just out of order. We'll see. There was enough moonlight for me to see where the line off the telephone pole led to a connector box at the back end of the house. There wasn't enough light for me to notice a trailing vine as I edged my way along. So what happened? I tripped and fell flat on my face. Before I could get back up on my feet.
So you come out to see what was wrong?
Oh!
You were Mr. Cartwright.
Oh!
For not reading your mail real good.
When I finally came to, I found myself on a big leather sofa in one corner of Mr. Cartwright's library. My head felt like it had been the target for a bolt of lightning, and the lightning hadn't missed. A familiar face slowly came into focus.
That's right, Johnny. Another little sip of this brandy, and you feel much better.
Mr. Cartwright.
Here you are.
Thanks. Thanks.
I was afraid there might be somebody out there, so I sneaked on out after you.
Yeah?
Yes. And I took along an old cricket bat.
Oh, no.
Yes. And when I saw what he was doing to you, I let him have it. Oh, yes, with all I had. Oh, I slayed him.
Well, who is he? Where is he?
I had an awful time dragging him into the house, but I did it, Johnny. Yes, indeed, I did it. And I locked him up in the broom closet, too. I locked him up tight.
Good. I told you you're okay when the chips are down.
Oh, it's just that I caught him off guard.
Oh, sure. But now if I can get up on my feet.
Yes, the boy.
Yeah, I think I'd like to talk to him. Our visitor turned out to be a pug-ugly gorilla, hardly the brains behind a chain-letter racket. Except for admitting he'd been hired by somebody in New York to come up here and give Mr. Cartwright a beating, then make it look like a burglary job, he refused to talk. So we locked him up again, and I laid my splitting head on a pillow for some much-needed rest. By the time I awoke in the morning, feeling somewhat better, Mr. Cartwright had fixed me a mess of bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Sure, Johnny. I just walked down to the corner gas station and called the telephone company. And you know something? They came out here and had that line all connected up again in less than an hour.
Good.
Yes, just like that. So maybe I'll buy a couple thousand more shares of stock in the telephone company, huh? Just to show them how I appreciate it.
Yeah. What about our little pal? I mean, the one who slugged me last night.
No, Sir Johnny. I decided that after the way he behaved last night, he doesn't deserve any breakfast.
No, I mean, where is he?
He's still locked up in the broom closet. Do you think I ought to call the police to come and get him?
No, not yet. Maybe I can beat some information out of him if we need it.
Well, of course we need it. Don't we?
Let's wait and see. First, I'd like to make a phone call. The call was to my old friend, Lieutenant Randy Singer, New York Police Department, 18th Precinct.
Post Office Box 101.
Yes.
Postal Zone 84.
And if he comes around to pick up his mail, you nab him.
On what charges, Johnny?
Fraud, sending threatening letters through the mail, anything you can think of.
Yeah, okay, I'll dig up something. But I can't hold him for long unless you come down here and prefer something definite against him. And Johnny.
Yeah?
You still haven't told me what this is all about. And if I didn't know you...
Just you grab hold of that box holder if he shows, and I hope he does.
Yeah, well, just you be sure and get on down here.
Mr. Cartwright and I piled into my car. We drove over to call on first the wealthy widow Templeman, then the retired millionaire, Mr. Winterbottom.
Why, yes, Mr. Dollar, I was just about to mail in the $100 to the name at the top of the list.
Don't.
Then later I'd mail out the other letters to some of my friends.
Don't do it.
But if I don't, something terrible might happen to me. The chain letter said so.
If you do, it'll be a violation of federal law.
What?
That's right. And you could end up in prison for it.
Prison?
Well, Mrs. Templeman?
Is Mr. Dollar?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Better do as he says, Mr. Winterbottom.
But I didn't realize. I didn't know
You do now, sir. Then back to Mr. Cartwright's home on the hill, just in time to answer the telephone. Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, I've got him. And what a find.
Yeah, Randy?
Daniel Stringer, alias Danny McKay, alias Willie Daniels, and half a dozen other things. I watched him unload the post office box myself, Johnny. Then I tailed him to a cheap rooming house.
Go on.
When I nabbed him, he was opening, must have been 50, 60 letters he'd got. Chain letters. And Johnny?
Yeah?
You know what he was taking out of them?
I can guess, Randy.
Thousands. Enough money to hold him on suspicion of almost anything. And Johnny...
Still here.
He also had a bunch of new letters he'd written, all addressed to folks in a wealthy section down near Germantown, PA.
Then hang on to him, Randy. I'll be down to make formal charges against him.
Okay.
Maybe I'll pick up a chief inspector from the post office department to do it.
Okay, Johnny.
Yeah, maybe some of those chain letters, the little ones, are harmless. But again, maybe they're not. And they're all against the law. But there's only one thing to do. Avoid them like the plague. Or better still, if you get one, take it right down to your local postmaster. He'll know how to go about helping to stamp out this racket. And believe me, that's all it is, a racket. Expense account total, including mileage on my car and the trip to New York and back, $27.35. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, mystery, suspense, and, murder. Take me to Columbus, Ohio. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Howard McNear, Paul Dubov, Frank Ursel, and Herb Vigran. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Jim Matthews speaking.